You know, there have been instances where they were close. You know, we've tried to coach it really hard without taking the, you know, the tenacity of being a great hitter out of the game. You know, it's obviously much harder for the defensive kid, the defensive student athlete, the player that's coming up to make the hit. No wood, Mike.
Mark?
Coach, plenty of players this week were talking about bowl games. Do you encourage that right now, or do you try to temper it?
I mean, try not to, you know, you don't want to, you know, there's a fine line there. You know, it's an unspoken challenge by the coaches. The kids may or may not talk about it. You know, I've had great players that talked about winning championships and then they became champions. Other guys that like to quietly work their way and progress. I think each personality dictates how they work with it. I'm not going to tell them what to say or not say. I think they're trying to become young men. When they say something that's out of turn, I'll talk to them about it, sit them down, ask them what was going through their head. But you know, in that situation, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong talking about wanting to go to a bowl game. I think you have to focus in on the targeted areas and give you a chance to do that, and having the ability as a young man to sort those things out and come back to home and say, if I step with my right foot at the proper angle that coach taught me to and shoot my hands with my thumbs up, that could be the difference between getting to a bowl game or not. So you got to turn it into the six-inch war that I always talk about. And that to me is the genius of a young man figuring out how to be a great football player. You know, controlling the controllables, what's inside that spectrum that puts me at a level of playing with great flow and balance. What's outside of it? You know, grandma's at the game. Oh, you just missed a block. That girl's pretty over there. Well, you just missed another block. You know, or the other side of it, you're so narrow that you want to win so bad that you can't play relaxed. And that's what we fight every day with every kid, going up and down this auditorium. And that's the challenge of the coach. You say, where's he at? Where isn't he? What were his comments? And try to predict what we can do prior to that game to get him right. That's the challenge we have. It's a blast. I love doing it. Can't believe I get paid to do it, Danny.
Anything else for Coach today?
Nico.
Go on, Coach.
You guys know he's my favorite. I'm sorry. He's got a wonderful gal next to him all the time, and every time I see him, do you guys smile when you see Nico? Anybody? Mike, you don't always smile now. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I appreciate it, Coach. You know, a couple weeks ago, you talked about when you went on the road to North Carolina State, making a statement, that sort of thing. Does that apply this week as well, going down to Alabama?
Every week. Yeah, every week. We want to go, we want to be respected, and the only way you get respected is to earn it. You know, and you're in a new conference playing new folks that don't know that much about you. You know, it's always, you know, you like to go on the road and walk away with respect. You know, some weeks we've done a good job, other weeks we haven't, you know, and that's the battle you have as a coach and as a player. You always have the next game, you know. And I remind the kids, I've reminded them this week, you know, we came out of that, you know, that victory last week against Wake Forest and extremely excited. And I can't tell you how proud I was of the way they played. I was really proud of the way we coached too. You know, I thought our coaches did a great job. But it only counts as one victory. Just like the week or 2 weeks prior to that when we had one ugly loss. One ugly loss. One great victory. You know, so you have to say one at a time, move forward, see if we can't go down there and earn some respect in Maryland.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everybody, for coming today.